Half of my life I've been a salesman. Started selling chocolates in recess when I was in grade 2. Started selling handkerchiefs when I was in grade 7. My mother used to make handkerchief and I used to sell at the stalls. It was a great adventure to discover that somebody values your products. Then I started giving tuitions. Again, people valued my talents and skills when I was just in 11th standard. So, this is how I grew up. By the time I completed my college and before I got married, I was already selling real estates, apartments. And I was talking about the properties, the lands. I have sold my courses and I have sold many projects. So, my friends, you have got a good coach. If you have something in your mind to start a business, first learn selling. Don't risk your money without selling skills. If you are into selling skills, even without money, you can build an empire. I myself know so many salesmen around me. They began with a humble beginning. Some of them I knew in Pune, a very big industrial city now, considered to be the IT sector hub of Maharashtra. Just a couple of decades ago, before the IT sector came into boom in Pune, there were salesmen who used to ride small bikes and scooties to reach out to the clients. And suddenly came a wave. Those who were already seasoned and master of selling, within a couple of years, they were moving in Mercedes. I'm telling you, it's a reality. I've seen people in Dubai, just because of their selling skills, they were able to sell or pitch their ideas and projects before rich people to get investment, and they got investments in millions. Imagine there are people who are looking for safe investment. What do we understand by a safe investment? It's not the guarantee about the more profit. It's about, does this man know how to trade? In other words, does this man know how to sell? Because if I invest in a product, say an app or a software, but I don't know how to sell, person has invested in me, I'm not able to gather money through it now. So, but naturally his money has gone in waste. I'm honest. I never meant to lose his money, but I did not learn the master of selling. So what happens? The big multinational companies, they sell their products, like you can see big car big manufacturers or even universities. They don't sell. They focus on the producing a quality product or service. The universities, the restaurants, the car manufacturers, the branded dress makers, they hire good people to sell. They just don't depend upon ads also. If you want to experience what a good selling is, there are two places to go. Go to your local grocer who's selling fruits and vegetables, especially perishable goods like bananas, tomatoes, because they are perishable goods. If they are not sold quickly, they will be destroyed very soon. So the man and the seller won't have anything to take back home. So what do? They master the art of selling. So this is the one category of people. The other category, you walk into a big showroom selling cars and see how the salesmen approach you. They are well groomed, well trained, and the professionals. Not that anybody is speaking good English or wearing good dress or looking smart is a good salesman always. No. A person with an ordinary look also, ordinary dressing sense also, ordinary spoken skills, ordinary speaking skills can also be a good salesman and strike deals worth millions. So you have to go there and study them and see. Sometimes you will be wondered, as I was thrown into wonder, that I realized how selling is so important when I met two boys or two men in Dubai. And both of them were working in a car showroom. One of them was a car engineer, automobile engineer, and the other was from his same school with an ordinary degree in commerce. And he was a salesman. Discussing with them, I came to know that the salary of the automobile engineer was a little lesser than the man who sold cars. Why did it happen so? Because salesman is the person who brings in the money. So he gets a salary and commission as well. So if you are an automobile engineer also, don't worry, you can be a salesman of automobiles. If you are done B.Pharm, don't just look for jobs. Try a startup through selling. And again, I remind you, with selling, I don't mean to say that sell those networking sales. No, they are fake selling. I'm talking about real products and services. Fine. There was a young engineer who came to me. He had built a very good app, and excellent. He was a very smart engineer. He was a very good engineer. He had built up an app some 2 years ago. I found it very good, but he said that he could not sell it. I said, because you did not learn selling, you only learned how to build up an app. You have to learn selling. If you learn selling, or you hire a salesman, give him commission. He was not ready for that. Latest, he's still trying to sell his app, while the other people have come after him and overtaken him, and built with a product of app ordinary than his, but they scaled the higher side of market because they hired good salesmen. And nowadays, you will find lots of salesmen around you in form of influencers, in form of smart talkers, presenters, negotiators, and persuaders. These are all the things. Why don't you also learn these selling skills? You may not have to look for a job. Even if you are not looking for a job, you are a manager, or you are an executive, or you want to become a manager, selling is the way through it. With an ordinary English, with ordinary looks, you don't have to be handsome. That's a big news. You don't have to speak like Shakespeare. That's also a big news, a good news for you. You only have to learn 3-4 skills by practicing. This course of mine, which I'm introducing you, join it. I'm going to make it an offline course because I can't teach persuading on internet. All those who are selling online courses in selling, they are not genuine, because one has to be physically present to learn. So if you are outside a city where I'm hosting, visit that city, stay there for 6 days and learn 9 to 5 how to sell. By the time you return, you will be confident. See you in my selling mastery course, and not seminar, training.